I'm gonna go through my list and then we can go back and confirm. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
confirm or whatever. So I got an M name, and I don't know if I got like a M, like a Meryl or a Myrtle or something like that, but I'm not sure if that's what her name is. But that's what I heard. Something that starts with an M. When I invited her into my space, she was kind of short, 5'4", 5'5". She had gray hair, rounded glasses, and she had on like a so in my mind I kept saying it's like a Chanel suit, but it wasn't Chanel. But it was like a Chanel suit with a brooch on the left hand side, and it was like a in the pinkish purple family, like a mauve color. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She had a slight shuffle in her walk, not a huge shuffle, but a slight shuffle. Does that make sense?
More like a waddle.
She wasn't fat, but she was.
No, no, no. It's not
Oh,
a. Not got a fat old butt. Yeah, she
okay.
got a nice walk.
Yeah, she had like a little, like a little grandma glide to her.
Mm-hmm.
So then I offered her a drink, and she was like, "Girl, I don't drink that stuff." So I was like, "Ooh, okay." So was she a drinker?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, girl, I don't need that. I said, okay. So then I asked her, have a seat, let's get comfortable. Like, girl, what we doing? Let's have a conversation. That's normally how I talk. And so, she sat down with her legs crossed at the. It cut off. Oh, she sat down with her legs crossed at her ankles, and she just kind of had her hands in her laps, like kind of clasped together. And I was like, so are we ready to talk about your grandson? And she was like, so I don't know if this is accurate. Again, I'm practicing. She said, Junebug or Man Man? Do any of those names resonate with you?
She got 46 grandkids. Well, no, 48. So I wouldn't doubt if it wasn't a June bug or a man, no, but a June bug, yeah, man, no.
Okay. What she call you?
She called
Okay. So then I asked her, was there anything that she wanted to share prior to us getting started? And she said, look out for your mother and your sister too. So I know that resonates.
mm-hmm.
And then the damn teddy bear, she said, who has my bear? So who has my bear? Because the teddy bear, I said, is there anything you want to talk about in particular? She said, who has my bear? So I was like, what the fuck? Okay. And then I said, is there anything else you want to share? And she was like, was she feisty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she like, girl, no, just come on. Like, what you gonna ask me? Come on. I was like, girl, you a little feisty over here, Miss Mamas. You doing too much. Was her birthday in August? Was she a Leo?
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday's in
August
August?
3rd.
Okay, I was like,
August
she's
3rd.
a damn Leo. She is doing too much for me. Okay, I did write that down. Um, so then I asked her, and I go through a series of questions, and I'm gonna go through the questions with you as I read these responses. So this is just her kind of freestyling before I got into the questions. And I asked her, so then I got into the question, said, okay, so what was your cause? And she said, hell, I was old. I was 88. How old was she when she transitioned?
She was 73.
70. Okay. 73. Okay, I did not hear 73. I heard 88. But I heard, hell, I was old.
Mhm.
Um, so I asked her, so I normally ask, how do you feel about the passing? And she said, it make me no difference. They wouldn't come in to see me no way. That sound like
Yeah,
something
that
she would say? Okay.
hell yeah. Seriously.
Okay. So then I was like, what is your personality? And I wrote firecracker. Don't play on her top. Like, don't insult her intelligence. Don't play her for stupid. And she good. That makes
Mm.
sense.
And only you missing one thing. I don't need a motherfucking soul.
Oh yeah.
Other than
I should
that.
have said. I should have told her, give me the one key phrase that he want to know to say, it's you. So then I asked her, like, okay, what's your like favorite things to do? What were your favorite things to do? Traits, hobbies, or whatever. And she said she liked to cook, and she liked the grandkids, but she didn't like all that damn noise.
Hmm.
If that makes any sense. I don't know if y'all brought the kids over, but the
You
go ahead.
you describing one or two people.
Uh oh, no.
They both similar though.
I said, don't tell me somebody else that came through because I asked for only her to come through.
Yeah,
Okay,
keep
well
going.
we'll get to you. We'll see when we. I got 5 pages. I usually only have 2 for my reading. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Um,
Yeah.
so then I asked her when was a favorite event for her. She said the family reunion when she was in her 50s. So 20 years ago, 20 some years ago. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, for somebody else.
Shut
That's
up.
why I say you starting to describe somebody else.
Okay. And so then I asked her, then I have a moment where I say, well, can you put something in my hand that'll resonate with the sitter? And of course I heard engineering degree. I pushed him. Is that
Yeah, you
somebody?
talking about somebody else.
Oh, I'm mad. Okay. And then and then I said, well, is there something in particular like a something like your favorite object or something like everybody knows that's yours? And
A
I
house.
heard candy dish, a crystal clear candy dish.
Yeah, you talking about somebody else.
Oh, and it said living in the living room on display.
In the living room.
Okay, so we'll talk about that person, whoever this is. So then I asked, were there any anniversaries or birthdays that you want, any months or dates that you wanted to bring awareness to? And I heard the month of March, the month of May, the month of April, the month of September, and the month of November. So those are the months. And then I said, what about the days, like in those months? It doesn't necessarily have to coincide with, she said the 2nd, the 9th, the 11th. I know that's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The 27th and the 4th. Do any of those months, besides your birthday, do any of those months or any of those dates resonate with you?
Yeah, my kids' birthdays.
When your kid's birthday?
May. Which other one you said?
March, May, April, September,
March.
November.
March, May. Then my sister's birthday is in November.
Okay, nobody
Uh,
in April.
nope, nobody in April.
And what I got the dates are the 2nd, 9th, 11th.
Nicholas' birthday is in April, but I doubt if she was talking about Nicholas. See, you probably had 2 people come through.
They probably do. I asked
Yeah,
them to do a single file line.
you got 2 people coming through because you describing both of them too.
Okay. So okay, let me finish then you can tell me who it was. So then I asked, when was the last time in front of the house? I asked like when was the last time they were with you, like just sitting with you, just to come in and like they pop in and out for us. And I got sitting in the car in front of the house. He was thinking, like the car was running. He had them thoughts. He had the thoughts about walking in the house. So it's like you pull up to the house. I see the house being on your left. I don't know what your house look like or what the unit looks like. I feel like it's brick with like a porch. And you pull up to the house, you turn the car off, you look at the door, and you sit there for a second like, do I want to go into this house? Like you were contemplating something. And then I heard, I don't know what that girl's name is, but I heard the Gemini's name. I heard Gemini. I could not think of her name. Okay, so I heard I heard Gemini, and I was like, I know that's the girl. So you were kind of hesitant. I don't know if your grandmother transitioned or whoever this other person is transitioned when Ivory was still kind of around.
They both transitioned when she was around.
Okay, so you were hesitant. You kind of looked at the door like, do I really want to go ahead and deal with this girl? So that's
Mm.
when they were. She said she was around in the back seat of the car, like sitting in the middle of the car, like trying to push you to like go ahead and go in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So then I did take a moment to ask about the new girl. And she said she cute, but nothing is going to work until you work on you.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And then I asked her, so when you come around physically, what is it that you need to look for? So that you know that it's her, or what is it, what do you need to pay attention to? And I heard bumblebees. Have you seen a lot of bees since she transitioned?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. My grandmother's, when both of my grandmothers had transitioned, and there were 2 bumblebees that used to meet me at the back door heading out to the car every day after to be somebody. This is crazy. But yeah, I heard bumblebee. And she was like, don't swat it. If you see the bee and it's near you, do not swat it, is what she said. So then I asked her if she had any pets or anything like that she left behind. Did she have a dog?
Nope.
The
Well,
other
one of
person,
them had a dog.
the,
Yeah.
the other
But
person had a dog.
so what?
The other person had a dog.
She had a dog a while ago,
A
but
white
not.
one.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I got
Uh,
white. I got white long hair, like a small little furry white one.
well, I said that wasn't a cat.
No, I didn't get a cat.
You know what? We had a white furry a Maltese poodle. Well,
Was it
I had that.
okay? I heard white small dog.
Yeah, I had that. And it was a Maltese poodle, white, long hair.
Yeah. Okay. So the next thing I asked her, I was like, "Well, give me a sign that you've been around recently." And is your living room area junky?
Yep.
Okay, so she said, "Clean this shit up. Living room area, front room. It's almost like you come in the house and you drop your shit in the front room, and then you make your way through the rest of the house."
Yep.
Okay.
I'll FaceTime you and show you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you come in, you drop everything. Okay. And so then I asked her, were there any lessons that she learned while she was here on this side? And she said, family is really all that we have. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me turn the page. I'm on page 4 of, I got 6? 4 of 6. Okay. So then I asked her the question number 26. I have my questions written down for my readings. Number 26 is there a spiritual path or practice that would benefit you? And she said she's waiting on him to settle down. He will find peace within her, whoever the hell she is. So that's what she said. Um, so then I asked, is there a way to strengthen your connection, like with her? I heard talking to her in the car, and then also through dreams. I don't know if you dream about her, but that's a way to strengthen the connection. Does that make sense or resonate with you?
Yes, I talk to her every day
Okay. Do you talk to her in the car, or you just talk in the house
in the
everywhere?
house. You know, I got a picture. That picture I sent you is in my house. It's a 40 by 40.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then number 29. So my question to her was, what is your perspective on the sitter's current struggles or choices? You would be my sitter. You're sitting for me so I can read for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she said, stop being scared. Go ahead and jump. Pull the trigger.
That's the other one.
Okay. That's what she said.
Because the other one used to always be like, nigga, you scared. You
Oh,
scared of her.
oh,
You scared of her, nigga. Hey, what's going to stop you?
oh, and I kept hearing nigga too, so it might have been the other one.
Yeah.
I promise you.
That's the other one. Nigga, what's going to stop you? Who going to stop you?
And I was
They
like,
ain't stopped you yet.
look, and then the other thing, I was like, what's your unique habit or catchphrase? And I heard like, move, nigga, like get this, clean this shit up, get this shit up, like this shit gotta stop. Like, but she did say
Mm-hmm.
like, move, nigga, move around, nigga, like we got shit to do.
The clothes you described is the other one.
Okay.
Chanel brooch,
Mm-hmm.
St. Paul outfit from
Mm-hmm.
like from Neiman Marcus somewhere.
Uh-huh.
All one color,
Yep.
gray hair, done, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my auntie.
Hey. Okay, auntie. Bleep out the word NIGTA. But anyway, okay, so then I asked her, I said, was there something about her specific type of earrings? So first of all, she said she's a neat freak. Is that grandma or is that the other girl, the other woman?
Thank
Okay. And then I asked her, like, is there any particular specific jewelry or clothing that you had to have? And she was like, her earrings, her watch, and her nails. And I saw red nails, or like her nails were done. Her earrings were either clip-ons or regular, but she wasn't going away without her earrings, her watch, and her nails. Does that make sense?
Auntie Vern was always fly. Yeah.
Okay. Who was called Mima? Did
I
anybody?
don't know.
Okay. Number 33 was, did you have a nickname that only certain people use? And I heard Mima.
Mm-mm.
Um, so then I asked, was there a significant life event that you would remember? And I heard Morgan State proud moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this the last page? Almost. Okay. So then I asked, what was her favorite show? And I heard Golden Girls. Is that the other one?
Yeah, probably my grandma.
Okay.
Cause my learning watching on TV.
Okay. So I got Golden Girls. So then I asked, what was like, what number is this? 36. Can you tell me about a specific family tradition? And I heard, like the regular traditions that most African American.
Thanksgiving cooking.
Thanksgiving cooking, and I saw a coconut cake with the red cherry on the top. Who made that?
My auntie Dorothy.
Okay. Is she
That's
with
it.
us?
It's a what's that German chocolate cake?
Okay. Yeah, I saw the cake with the coconut shavings on it, and I saw like a little cherry on top. And I wrote down Turkey Day, the regular, the normal, like everything Black people celebrate. Turkey Day and Christmas, and the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I asked her, is there a certain piece of furniture or anything that belonged to her that was significant? And she said
A
something.
couch. They
I
were posted.
I got bed. Something about her
Oh
bed.
yeah. Okay. She had a sleigh bed. She had a sleigh bed made of oak. It was it was custom.
So is this the aunt or is this the grandma?
That's my aunt. That's the aunt.
Okay, yeah, she was like my bed. That my bed was it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
She had a custom sleigh bed.
Okay.
Very heavy.
So then I asked her, was there something that y'all agreed about but y'all laughed about often? And she said, your choice in women, and started laughing. So I said, understood. She said, I said, no problem, I got it. So then I asked her, like, where was she when she passed? And I heard HO. So I don't know if that's home or hospice. Is that your auntie as well?
Hospital.
Okay. Um, and then I asked her, did she experience anything before passing that was significant? And she said she felt it coming. Does that make sense?
Hmm. She
Okay.
survived her surgery. They
Mm-hmm.
nicked her bowel. Then she became septic and died 3 days later.
That's interesting. I know I have a similar story. So then I asked her, is there anything she'd want to share with you to bring peace to you? Like if there was anything disturbing you, anything that could bring you peace. She said, you did good by me, no complaints.
Um,
Is that your auntie or your grandma? Or both of them?
Probably both of them, but it sounded like my auntie. I
Okay.
don't think my grandma say that.
Okay. So now I just got like 5 more left. So then I asked her, like, do you visit? Do you visit often? Do you make your presence known? Like, how would he know that you're present? And I got you. Do you smell? Who do you smell in the hallway? Have you ever smelled anybody in the hallway near the dining room, or is that where the photo is?
In the hallway near the dining room, that's what a photo is.
Okay. So how does he know you're around? And I wrote, you smell me, hallway near dining room. So maybe that's grandma talking.
Hmm. Okay.
44th number 45. What signs or symbols do you show? No, not that one. What message there? Message of grief for the healing journey. She said so. So I asked, was there anything that you could do for your healing journey? And she said that you need to forgive. Nobody could have helped me or saved me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then the next one was, do you have any advice or guidance moving forward? And she said, stack your bread, save your money. Um, you'll know when it's time. So after I heard that, I got a sense like you was about to retire early. That's what I felt like you was about to retire early. But
My
you,
aunt told me only reason why I'd be a broke nigga is if I absolutely just stop being me.
mm,
She
mm,
said she always say So you're a money magnet.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah.
a money magnet. Whatever you want, you can have.
Yeah. She said you'll know when it's time. Um, I didn't feel a thing. So then I asked her, did she feel any way when she transitioned, or was there anything that was going on? Like, is there something that you need to resolve on this side for your family members? And she said, no, I didn't feel a thing. So does that make sense?
Yeah, that could have been either one of them, though.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just got four. I got 4 left. I'm not gonna say your name on here, but the next one was, did you feel ready to go, or was there something left unsaid or undone? And she said, I was ready to go. I was tired. That could have been either one of them.
That was one of them.
Okay. She said, I was ready to go. I was tired. And then I asked the question of, was there any, was it a no? You were, or no? I said, I appreciate you. Okay. So I asked her, was there like any resentment or any guilt or anything going on that needed to be resolved? And she said, no need. You were, or you are, will always be. So my baby, you were, or you are, or will always be my baby. I appreciate you for making time for me. Like, despite your schedule, despite you having the kids, despite all the things you had to go through, she has no regrets about the time y'all had together because she knew you were making time for her. Is that grandma or auntie?
That's my auntie.
Okay. Um and then I said, so we're gonna close out. I'm gonna go ahead and like release the energy. Is there anything else you want to add to this conversation before anything you want me to write down before I close out the conversation? And I heard like you were her good boy, and then she like grabbed your face and gave you a kiss on the cheek.
That's my auntie.
Okay. And then she closed it out. Okay.